It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Miami Marlins, with a gloomy outlook heading into the season, definitely a long shot to contend. Siggy, how do they outperform expectations and give that fan base some hope?
Boog, I got a feeling these fans are going to have to enjoy the little things this year. Maybe a fan favorite has a great season. Maybe a prospect really emerges or something. But this roster...
So just about set now. Starting on the mound in this one, Edward
Leading
Cabrera.
What do we have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
This to third, but that rolls foul. And there's a ball.
One strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Myers moving under it, and it's caught for the out. And here's the opening day lineup for the Pirates. Chris, they went 76 and 86 for the second straight year in 2024. So what can we expect this year?
Well, I'd say there's reason to believe that they're moving in the right direction, Boog. It's been tough sledding for Pittsburgh fans for a while. They haven't had a World Series appearance since they won it all in 1979. Maybe 2025 is the year they change that.
Line drive. Reaching down, makes the catch. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And on the hill in this one, Paul Skeens.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Outside with a breaking ball. Out to short, Connor Falefa. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the opening day lineup for Miami. Chris, they had a frustrating 2024 season.
Well, that's putting it mildly, Boog. 100 losses is no fun at all. They've had only 2 winning seasons since 2010, and the NL East just gets tougher and tougher. But every opening day brings new hope, and we'll see what 2025 has in store for Marlins fans.
And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
1 ball.
One
2
out,
strikes.
bases empty. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Bart collects, fires to first. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Wide throw, and it gets away.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
One out and a runner at second here on opening day. Next offering upstairs.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. And that one is in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Myers now at the plate.
0-1.
On the ground to third. Hayes to first, and that'll do it. Top of the second, Brian Reynolds here. Cabrera back to work. Up and in, look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's ball 2.
Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Corrals it, and there's one down. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Foul ball. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Here's McCutcheon. Breaks his bat and pops it up. He's got it, and that is that. Bucks go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. And now, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
And that one is inside ball 1.
Ball.
And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's outside. And now strike 3. That's 101 from Skeens. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Second inning here, no score. Next offering is fouled back. Off the mark there. Going to count 1 and 2.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Kyle Stowers getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. 2 out, space is empty. Swings through that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. That missed by a lot. And the count is even, 2 and 2. Hit in the air, center field. Cruz sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Lined into left center, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer.
Runner on the goal. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that's going to get into the corner. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Joey Bart stands in here. Leaves that one off the inside. High fly ball out towards left center. Head sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Both runners tagging from second and third. On to third, save. And a run comes in to score.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That's a base hit. Run scores.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
1 out, the runner at second here on opening day. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses. Ball 1. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Man at second. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. And now 2 gone. Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a high fly ball. Pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Get out of town.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here is Brian Reynolds. 4 runs already in the frame as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2-2. To the right side. Sends it over to Sheets. And they take care of Reynolds for the out. Bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Liam Hicks. And first offering is fouled off. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And his first big league hit is a double. Liam Hicks with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dylan Head, the next up for the Marlins. Zach bunt towards third. Grabs it barehanded, fires to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Dylan Head with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you worked to get here.
So digging in, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off. Hicks over at second. Head at first with no outs. Taps softly to the right side. Horowitz safe at second.
The batter number 6. Shortstop.
And stepping in is the speedy Otto Lopez. And a big swing and a miss.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
Need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
All loaded up here in the last half of the third. One, two now. The shortstop takes the ball. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Here's an opportunity if you're going to get back in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. One out, bases full. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Way inside. Bases loaded. One away. That misses the zone. And now it's 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And a foul ball. Bases loaded. 2 down. And it's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one. If they don't pick up at least 1 run here, this will be a very disappointing inning. When you load the bases with nobody out, you've got to get at least 1 run. You're thinking 2 to 3, so they need a big hit right here. Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. They leave him loaded. 3 innings complete. As we go to the top of the 4th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Spencer Horwitz. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. That one missed. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Pirates.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit.
Andrew McCutchen.
McCutchen goes 5 feet 11 inches, more than 2,000 hits in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP.
0-1.
The pitch to McCutchen. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Around first, digging for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Here's Adam Frazier. That one ripped. And foul ball.
Just a matter of inches from picking up an RBI base hit and maybe a double in the process. That was barely foul.
And that one inside, and it hit him. Here's Tommy Pham. Doubled his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Oh, the throw is over his head. Coming home. The throw's offline. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
2 on, 1 out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Back to the top of the lineup, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
2-1.
This one in the dirt. Pham at second. Bart over at first with 1 away. And that is downstairs. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Brings it in. And there's 2 away. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. In the air, right field. Myers on the move. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Miami, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Connor Norby. And first offering is fouled off. That's down and in.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Back to work. 3-2 now. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. So up next, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing and a 1-0. Appeal to third. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Left-hand batter waits. And that misses. 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
Count's full.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Stowers takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Next offering misses. Now 2-0. That one fouled off.
Ah! 2-2 the count.
And the next pitch is way outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Reynolds. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throws, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Flying around third is Cruz. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. Called strike right there. 1 on, nobody out. Play possibility.
Well, he's had a hard time getting into a rhythm. He's not been able to repeat his good delivery, and that's why we're seeing the ball sprayed all over the place. That right there is just an example of how tough it's been for him today.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
That one missing inside. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen, 1 for 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Reynolds comes round and he scores. It's an RBI single. It's 8-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect.
There comes a skipper. New pitcher on now, Calvin Fauché.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Frazier now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
That one out to right. Myers pulls it down, and that is that. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Head in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. So 2 balls and no strikes.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Edwards now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Cruz under it. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And we're back. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Joey Bart now. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Tap. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And now 1 away. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. Sanchez. And downstairs. On the ground. And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 9-0. 2 outs, nobody on. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. And that's a little bit high. And it's 1-0. Curve in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And that'll do it. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Carmen Mlodzinski.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That's a base hit, and they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. 0 for 2 in this one. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Lopez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner goes again. In the air, right side. Reynolds gets under it. Nabs it.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Runner on the move. Pitch is high.
Ball 1.
Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such
a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit left side. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. So a man aboard. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Puts it away for the out.
The left fielder, number 7.
Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball in.
Right through there, got him. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Brian Reynolds. Fauché back to work. And a swing and a miss. Fauché in his second season, 29 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2017. In the dirt, 1-2 the count. That one is absolutely belted. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now around second, going for third.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now Spencer Horwitz. Breaking ball inside. And it's a ball and a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Runner at third here. Nobody out. Base knock right field. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. So now here's the DH, Andrew McCutchen. And it finds its way through for a hit. And out to a board. Adam Frazier, the next Pirate to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fauché ready to fire now. Lined into right. Great effort, but it gets down. The throw in. They won't test it here. Bases loaded. No outs.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate, and the lead continues.
On the infield, the first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now the Pirates leadoff man, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Here's the catcher, Liam Hicks.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground.
There goes the runner. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Stowers gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner goes again. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and he's out.
You know, I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, you know, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into that at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. The Pirates up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. Puts a bunt down. Hayes fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. This one back here at Lone Depot Park. Ready to begin the 8th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Up the middle. Slings to first. First out in the top of the 8th. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And base hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of. Still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Reynolds in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. And it is gone.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to.
Now the Marlins. Now on the bump, Declan Cronin.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Digging in, Spencer Horwitz. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Pulls that one foul. Horwitz stands at first with 1 out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Rip to third. Here's Edwards for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field, down the line. Coming on is Pham to make the play. And there's one away. Now it's the shortstop, Otto Lopez. 1 for 3.
Otto Lopez.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's ball 2.
The Fish with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one misses. 3-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that's in there at the knees. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Sheets. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So they go back here in Miami. We go to the 9th. Here's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. Now he breaks his bat. Norby. Frazier retired. Tommy Pham, the next Pirate to hit. And that's in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
I got a ball.
The Pirates up big in this one. Here at the top of the 9th. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Sanchez on the run. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. In safely with a double, his second of the day. Joey Bart, the next Pirate to hit. First pitch, and he just misses. Fastball is outside. That misses the zone, and now 3-0. Pham, the runner at second with one away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Comes through with the RBI. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall.
Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And they extend their lead.
Now batting.
Runner on at first with one gone. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball one. Man at first, one away. That misses the zone. 2-0.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Lopez. One at second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. Brian Reynolds will hit next. Looking to complete the cycle with a double. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Cruz around second, on his way to third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Horowitz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Head moving under this one. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th, and now the right fielder, Dane Myers. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His first homer of the year. It's 17-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norton. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, called strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering way off the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
The left fielder, number 7.
And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Late on that fastball.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that one hammered back there to the warning track, makes the catch.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Stowers now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, there's a lot more work to be done in this series, but it all starts 1 game at a time. Taking the first of 4, that means you're in a position to avoid a sweep. Come out tomorrow, you win 2 games, you know that you've at least split the series. Those are the mind games you got to play with yourself as a big league ball player to get yourself ready every day.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
the thoughts from who I used to be, I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it me up, reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on the grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I saw myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business love me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that fell to their feet, so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated. Another life, it placed me as a black woman in the hidden circuit. Seductive vocalist, as the promoter hit the curtains. My voice was angelic, straight from heaven. The crowd sobbed. A musical genius, what the articles.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We bring you Friday baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And today on the hill, Yuri Perez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. Next to hit, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 2 hits yesterday. 1 was a home run. Just off the inside edge. Hayes, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's inside. Stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that is low for ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count.
Brian Reynolds here, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Now here is Spencer Horwitz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And the 0-2. Swung on, belted. That's back. It has the distance, gone.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Andrew McCutchen, batting with one down, takes a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Slider misses outside. McCutchen tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went, says Dave Lawrence. That one outside, and it's 2-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. 4 runs already in the frame here in the second game of the series. Up and in, counts full, 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch to McCutchen. Draws the walk there. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Here's Adam Frazier.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Perez, he's kind of interesting. You know, when you dig into the tendencies, he does a good job of limiting the hits, but the walks continue to be a problem. The other way, that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, he's got such nasty stuff that I think, you know, hitters, they're just not as willing to try to get something because it's hard to square him up. And when you have pitches that are ending up just outside the strike zone, until they get called for strikes, hitters are not going to pull the trigger.
And misses inside.
You know, against a guy like this, I'm looking for something straight. I'm not going to be successful hitting anything that's got movement on it. I've got to look for a four-seamer and try to get it up in the zone.
To third, tag, got him. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. This is Joey Barton.
The catcher, number 14, Joey Barton.
Swing at a high fly ball right field. Head settles under this one. He makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 rounds. Bottom of the first, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Line drive. Cruz racing over to make the catch. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. And that is out of play. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2.
Next pitch misses way outside. That's out to center field. Crew play, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. Gavin. The next up for the Marlins. Splits the plate. It's 0-1. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Second inning set to go. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. And that's in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball one. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Man at first. Up next for the Pirates, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Pitch is in there. That's strike one. Perez winds and deals. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
O'Neal Cruz digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. And
That's
ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a little bit low. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning alive. Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, Brian Reynolds. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out there.
Stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly. And a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Dane Myers. First offering misses badly for ball one. Myers went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first on the run. Pretty nice play there.
Batting fifth, the third baseman,
Connor Norby getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Reynolds right there to make the grab. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. The bat goes flying.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he does.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Top half of the third inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Brian Reynolds, to work. Ball one there.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Reynolds checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he held up just enough. That's ball 4. So a man at first, and now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Head makes the grab, one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Runner takes off. Broken bat, roller to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Oh, great stop. Off balance speed, there's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. So no runs on no hits. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now here's the Marlins DH, Kyle Stowers. In the air on the infield. One down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him. Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Just off the outside edge. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Almost got him.
Ball. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game. And here's the rookie center fielder, Dylan Head. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1. And a sac bunt here. Off balance speed, there's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. 2 outs. Runner on the go again. Foul ball there. And the right-hander deals. Runner on the move again. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. On to the 4th. Here's Tommy Pham. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field, and the leadoff man aboard. Now the catcher up to hit, Joey Bart. That misses, and that's ball 1. Bart measures 6 feet 2 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Sneaks through, base hit, and now 2 aboard.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Stepping in, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Sanchez makes the catch, and there's one gone. And the batter now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's 0 for 1. And that's down and away. Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped, but it curls foul. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs on 2 hits. No errors and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Pirates 4 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. And first offering is fouled off.
Whew. 0-2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bart collects. Fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Dane Myers. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
Myers.
Late with the swing there.
No ball. 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Diving, makes the grab. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
That
one
one
ball.
missed. And a count 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Sheets, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one the other way. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So 1 hit is all they get. We've played 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Just missed.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And that's off the inside edge, and it's 2-1. Ground ball left side, and that's a fair ball.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Reynolds up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself
to second. There's one, and that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Horwitz in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that's in the dirt. And the count even 1-1. And that one upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
That one missed.
2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Marlins, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Calls it in, and there's one away. Now here's the Marlins DH, Kyle Stowers. First offering, and it just misses. And the sweeper catches the plate. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Hicks in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 2 out, space is empty. And now it's even up.
1-1.
And a ground ball to first. And foul ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Perez back to work. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
1 out, runner at second. Tommy Pham, the next to hit. First pitch misses.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Just missed. 1 out and a runner at second.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Slapped foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Bart at the plate and takes high there.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That one drilled left field. That's got a chance. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. It's 7-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So digging in, Brian Hayes. And it's fouled away. Guider Falefa on the go. Pitch is low. Throw there. Safe. Ronnie Enriquez, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
On the ground to the left. Sends it over to Sheets. 2 away. O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Head sizes this one up. Squeezes it, and that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Dylan Head. Bunts it in the air. Not in time. He bunts his way aboard to lead off the frame. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in the scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 and 2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air, left field. Pham on the move to the alley. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put. And there are 2 outs. Gavin Sheets
Now
at the plate.
The first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His first homer of the year, and they're chipping away.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dane Myers. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Popped up right side. Horwitz settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. 2-run shot for Miami this inning. It's 7-2. You're dialed into the show. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Fought off foul. Enriquez measures 5 feet 10 inches. He features a changeup, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 0-2 now. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Horwitz in the box now. No balls and a strike. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs, base is empty. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Good eye in that spot.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Down in order. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The third baseman, Connor Norby.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That misses, and now it's even 1-1.
1 strike.
Just missed.
Corner.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2.
Norby checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. First pitch just misses. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Ryan Barucki loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Bednar also throwing. 2 balls, no strikes to count. The Pirates leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Fastball for a strike.
2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Hit hard on the ground to short. getemty45 throws to first in time. Marlins set down in order. We go to the 8th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. And that one pulled foul. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's a little high.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back. That one on its way. And it's gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Pham, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
2-0.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right side, and that's just foul. Right side, Edwards. Over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. He's already homered in this game. And that one is inside. And there's the strike. And that's a base hit. Back to the top of the order now. Now, Isaiah getemty45. And this one squirts away from the catcher. Bart into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. That misses. Ball 2. And the slider just misses. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So first and second with one man gone. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. On the ground. And foul ball. Traffic on the bases with one already in. And we're in the top of the 8th. To third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and that loads the bases.
Man, I was expecting 5-4-3 double play off the bat, but I think he just tried to be a little too quick there, especially when you think it's a pretty routine ball to handle. It's really easy to think ahead to the transfer and the throw before you actually bring it into your glove.
And that one hit to first. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Fastball for a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
2 on, 1 out. Slides, but he can't come up with it. 1 run is in. Flying around third is Cruz. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Horwitz stands in now and watches strike 1.
One ball.
In the dirt, blocked. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming around third is Reynolds. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 13-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
McCutchen stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
2 balls. No
Squirts
strike.
away a little bit. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. And a foul ball. Double play ball to second. The flip. One at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. They bring
Pitching for Pittsburgh.
back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll in. To the bottom of the 8th, Ryan Barucki.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that skips into dirt. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So up next, Dylan Head. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped up. Bart puts it away for the out. 2 down. And here is Xavier Edwards. 0 for 3 in this one.
Edwards.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Hunter Stratton loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Out there to center. Cruz running hard to get it. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And gone.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there, too. Gave it a great effort, but, you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And the 1-0. That's to third. 2 gone now.
Yeah.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa digs in now. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that will drop foul. Liner to second, and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. That takes care of Kiner-Falefa, and that's the 3rd out. 1 in the inning, and it comes from an unlikely power source. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. Major League Baseball is on the show. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball to the right side. Horowitz takes it to the bag, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Kevin Sheets, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's outside. Ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And that's down and away. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And another ball.
3-0.
And he swings over the top there.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball instead of just weak contact.
Swing and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Runner takes off, and first offering is fouled off. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. No throw. He's in there safely.
Easy swipe a second right there with no throw down. It looks like they're very focused on this hitter at the plate. I'm not sure if that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base, but here's a chance to drive in a run.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 strike away. Hard hit right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. 14-2 at the end of this one for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding.
I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While I'm my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrants, your papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. And they call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but press you on you on your stoop. With body shots, take your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably think it we talk about we should've called the truce. Shout to all my that be. Wait, waiting to make the part thing let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me, chill, let's get at $1 bill. Militant. Back in the booth.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. The making of the mob, the changing of the guard, an angel from the Lord in ceremonial garb. The big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds. The victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder. If it's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter. I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. The lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testified to lyrical. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was gonna do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe, Winnister, fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, and God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspect my loaded with charges don't get it, so stream it at your own discretion, every answer question, investment in your own protection, they be like black, oh, who knew
Ready to go at the plate for Pittsburgh. Tommy Pham. A four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Pham on the move. Ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. And that one fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 1-2. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Here's Edwards for one. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Brian Reynolds here. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. That one is absolutely belted back there. Off the sculpture, it's a home run. That did some damage. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Here comes a pitch. Slice down the right side. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's McCutchen. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. And first offering is fouled off. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back.